Hey everyone, just as a reminder, we are still doing our 100 subscriber special. Now, if you already entered, don't worry, I've already got you down. But if you haven't, get subscribed and comment down below what your favorite Pokemon is, and you will be entered to possibly win 2 Cosmic Eclipse and 2 Team-Ups, and 1 Eevee Snorlax 10 code card. Now, if you're in the United States, I will be able to send you all this stuff if you'd like. Or if you're not, or if you don't want the stuff, we can send you just the code cards. But yeah, comment down below and get subscribed, and you'll be entered to win this stuff. I'll be announcing the winner on November 16th, next Friday's video. But let's go ahead and get to the actual video. Hey everyone, it's me Joji, and today I'm asking, should you buy this? And this is my first time doing a actual deck review, and I'm not sure myself. This is the Groudon version of the deck for Cosmic Eclipse. There is a Kyogre one, which we will also be reviewing. But let's go ahead and crack this open and see if it's worth getting. Now, as I said earlier, I haven't really reviewed this, and honestly, just looking at the cards, I don't really know if this is worth it. Let's go ahead and get it open. Alright, so I think this might have been like my third ever deck opening that I've done myself. Actually, this is a really nice coin. I really like this coin. This kind of makes it worth it for me. It's these special like cracked coins. I think this is what they call this, kind of hollow on there, where it's like cracked ice. Nice. It comes with obviously the usual stuff. I'm actually surprised they have this old GX coin style still and not this version, or I think, is there a new version for the new ones? I'm not sure. I think this is the current one. This is the current one. And the damage counters and the poison thing, just flip stuff. It does come with a mat, just in case you need it. Let's see, it's probably just a nice picture of Groudon there, and Kyogre. Can we get it open? Yeah, so it's both of them. So it's a 2-player mat. If you're trying to teach your friends or, I don't know, someone how to play. Let's see here, some probably information that we probably don't really care about. This actually might be some information on how to use the deck. I'll take a look at this later. But let's take a look here. So we get a Groudon, and this is from Cosmic Eclipse. And I'm not sure if this is different from the one you actually get in the packs. Maybe this cracked ice hollow is also different. Actually, it looks really nice in person, so not bad to have. Alright, so I'm assuming these are probably mixed up, but so we have a bunch of energies there at the front. We have a Passimian there, okay. Tate and Liza, some more energy. Pokemon Fan Club, Cynthia, more energy. Lily, maybe I should have organized these. Palpitoad, okay, so there's probably a Seismitoad in here somewhere. Lady, another energy. Gibble, so Goodbye's in here. Switch. Passimian. This card's shown up twice. I don't think it's that useful, but I think this Seismitoad is actually going to be pretty useful in this deck. So what Bulldoze does essentially is it works just like Mad Cargo does, where you look for a card and you put it at the top of your deck. So when you draw, it'll be that card that you chose. So you could add an Acrobike, or maybe even use another one of these supporters, so like Lady to, or not Lady, sorry, like Lily to pull that on, or maybe if you, I don't think you can use Tantalizer, but Lily or Acrobike or something like that, something to draw that card into your hand immediately after using its ability. What else is it? So there's the Garchomp. This more or less is useful if you're down a prize card, so it does 80 more damage. And then this already does 80 damage, so it's 160. Keep that in mind. If you're down a prize card, you do 160, but it also does an extra 40 if you discard energy. So that's 120. That's 200 damage.
Now that's a lot of damage!
That is actually pretty strong. So this may be your main attacker for the deck. We have Pokemon Communication, more energy, Palpitoad, Gabite, throw. Actually, let's take a look at this throw. So reverse shoulder throw is 30 base, but does 90 more if you have any damage on any of your Pokemon. This may be helpful. I don't know if maybe you put something that damages your Pokemon, maybe like the Spirit Tomb that used to be able to damage itself might be helpful. I can't think of anything that really, maybe putting Rainbow Energies would help with this, but I can't really think of anything that you could play other than Rainbow Energy or Spirit Tomb at the moment that would damage your own Pokemon, so this would be helpful for. We have another energy, Bug Catcher. So as I was saying, that Seismitoad's ability, you can use this to draw that. Not bad. We got a Mew to prevent bench damage, which is kind of odd because you usually want to have damage done to your Pokemon. So maybe if someone plays a Shrine of Punishment and you're running this deck altered with maybe a GX Pokemon, this might deny that. I'm not sure. But if I recall, this actually used to be a holo in Unbroken Bond, so this is just like a non-holo deck version. Tympole, a water type. Actually, that's was the other, have we seen the Tympole yet? I don't think we have. I guess the Tympole is only a water type. Another Titaniza, another Seismitoad. So there's two Seismitoads. You can use Bulldoze twice if you wanted to. Use Bug Catcher or Lily to draw, and then use Seismitoad for your next draw, for your next turn. Another Bug Catcher. Howl, also helpful with Seismitoad. So there's a lot of I guess control going on here, where you can control what you're gonna get each turn to maximize your hand or your combo. Anyways, I'm seeing these Gibble and Gabites aren't the version from Ultra Prism that essentially they can use Ascension to evolve into their next version of the following turn. That might be a good way to substitute these. Those, in my opinion, are a bit better than these normal attacking ones. We have a Draw Energy, and this is what I'm saying. Seismitoad, this deck is pretty much draw control. You want to be able to control what you're drawing, and Draw Energy definitely helps with that. We got another throw. Let's see here. We got Lily, Palpitoad, Cynthia, another energy, another one of these Garchomp. So there's two in here. Another Goodbye. And as I said, switch these out for the Ultra Prism version. Those are definitely a bit better because you can evolve them when you attack. Temple, another Draw Energy, so good. And there's actually another Groudon in here. There are two, but this one's not hollow at all. We actually didn't take a look at Groudon when we pulled it, but Drought is pretty much what you're going to be using to put the energies and kind of speed up the process of attacking. I don't know if this is a good attacker at all because it only has one attacking move, and it's pretty much you attack and you can't attack the next turn with this attack. So I would say it's more useful as a energy loader. So you can use these guys to kind of load energies onto Garchomp or Seismitoad or throw. Let's see here. We have another switch, a Gibble, energy, another Howl, Pokemon Communication, Temple, energy, and Gabite. So before we go on any bit more, let's go ahead and show off that code for this deck. And if you don't get this code, don't worry. You can actually get this deck probably with 500 coins on Pokemon TCG Online. So there's that. It's not only a code version, you can also get it online without the code. Let's talk about combos. So combos for, I guess you could start with loading on energies to your Pokemon. You want to play your Groudon, put something onto it, and then probably play Lady and grab those 4 basic energies, so you're fighting energies, right? And then use Drought to put those onto, put 2 of them at least onto one of your Pokemon. Whether it be, say, Garchomp, which only needs 2, so it's pretty much ready to go after that. Or Seismitoad, which would need 4 to use Tremendous Fault. But definitely you want to be using Drought to load up onto others and not use this as an attacker. As I said, you can only use it once and you gotta wait a turn unless you switch it out for something else. Alright, let's talk about Seismitoad. So Seismitoad, like I said before, it works kind of like Mad Cargo, where you can put one card that you look up in your deck on top and pretty much draw it if you can the next turn, or you could use things like draw energy, and pretty much you power something up, and you draw that card you just put on the top of your deck, or you can use Bug Catcher, which draws 2, and then you can flip a coin to draw 2 more. Kind of overkill, so let's see, we have Howl, which draws 3, guarantee 3. Again, we only needed that first one, so kind of overkill as well. And this is like major overkill with drawing. You're going to draw whatever gets you 6 cards in your hand. Say you only have 1, you're going to be getting 4 extra cards that you didn't need in the first place. But what you could do is you could have a Seismitoad, and since this deck comes with another one, 2 Seismitoads, essentially you could play draw energy to pull the one you first moved, right? And then you could use Bug Catcher, Howl, or Lily to grab that second one from the other Seismitoad. But yeah, definitely want to use draw energy for the first card, whichever time you use it, and then use something else. Maybe this, or maybe even an Acrobike would be helpful in this deck for this ability. As for attackers, we definitely want to go with Garchomp or Seismitoad. Now, Garchomp, obviously, again, Avenging Aura, if you're down a prize card, you can do an immediate extra 80 damage to the Pokemon, right? So that makes it 160. But if you discard an energy from this Pokemon, it does 40 more. So that's 200 damage. That pretty much knocks out any non-GX Pokemon for the most part. It even knocks out some GXs as well. So keep that in mind. Also, I think this could probably knock out a Pikarom. Yeah, since it's fighting and Pikarom is weak to it, that's 400 damage. That's a complete knockout. Even without it, just doing the Avenging Aura and Overslice without discarding is enough to knock out a Pikarom. So this is pretty good in my opinion. And then we have Seismitoad. So why am I choosing Seismitoad as the other attacker? Well, Tremendous Fault does 80 damage. Keep that in mind. So a very popular deck right now, as I mentioned before, is Pikarom. That does 160 damage. But if anything is damaged, and that's for each Pokemon, it does 30 more. So say you have 5 Pokemon on the bench, and maybe 2 of them are just damaged. So that's an extra 60. That is 140. Multiply that by 2 because of Pikarom. That is 280 damage. That is pretty much enough for knockout. So say all your 5 Pokemon on your bench are damaged. That is 150 damage added onto 80. That is 230 damage. 230 damage pretty much can knock out most GX Pokemon. And if anything's weak to fighting, that can knock out pretty much everything in Pikarom. So that's why these 2 Pokemon are pretty much your main attackers for this deck. You could use Groudon if you wanted to against some electric decks for the 130, but keep in mind it can't attack after that turn. Unless, again, you switch it out and switch it back in. But yeah, I think overall this deck is pretty decent. It does pretty well against a very popular deck right now, which is Pikarom. So, in my opinion, should you buy this? And I'd say, yeah, definitely go out and buy this if you're starting off and you want something that will go pretty well against something that's in the meta currently. This is going to do pretty well. Even on Pokemon Online TCG, this might do very well. And again, you could gut it, add things in to make this better or worse if you wanted to for some reason. Or if you want to grab something like maybe some draw energies or this Groudon or Seismitoad on the online game, definitely worth getting. But yeah, this is definitely worth buying. So guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know. If you found it helpful, get subscribed and ring that bell so you can get updates on when I upload more videos like this. And again, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.